Who wins? Well, we'll see. Who wins?
When you get in these situations, like we can do a lot of X's and O's, we can analyze, we can talk about them being rookies. I think that for the first time since Jerry has built his own stadium, his own monument, that Dallas really, they have a huge home field advantage. Like, I believe they have a huge home field advantage. Number one, the quarterback's a rookie. First playoff game playing at home, huge fan support behind him. Ezekiel's pretty comfortable there, too. Won national championship in Jerry World. He's played pretty well in the home games there. Felt so comfortable, he jumped into the kettle bucket. Salvation Army. Yeah, made a donation. So I believe that running at Clay Matthews is going to be a problem.
For Green Bay.
Green Bay's going to put too many people in the box. And Mr. X, Des Bryant, I believe he has a big game. I believe Dak throws for 275. Cowboys win 34-24.
Scare you?
No.
This man's
Of course, he ain't going to listen to me.
You realize he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I do realize.
I'm in the part two where the guys are smarter, too.
No.
That's what I heard.
Hey, see, when they cut the lights off and we all talking,
Yeah.
I don't even talk to him because I already know he's talking nonsense. I got the Packers 34-30 because I believe Aaron Rodgers will be a lot better. He was 1 for 4 in the red zone. And, Skip, you always say that's the difference. Kirk Cousins, he was 1 for 5 in the red zone, and Dak Prescott was 4 for 4.
4 for 4. Yep.
He will be perfect in the red zone. I think the biggest thing that the Packers have to do is that two things. Offensively, they need the positive yards on first down because they were getting in 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, CC, 3rd and 14. And so now the Cowboys was playing 3 down with Carl Spinner with 3 and 2 spies. And so they were mirroring Rodgers everywhere he went, and they couldn't do anything. I believe they'll get positive yards on 1st and 2nd down, and it'll be 3rd and 6 or less. And for the Packers defense, they've got to stop Zeke on 1st down. Zeke was averaging 6.3 yards a carry on 20 carries on 1st down.
How many people are they going to commit to the line of scrimmage?
They got to do 8.
Okay, how many?
8.
So what that mean outside?
One-on-one with Davis.
Show me, give me that Savannah State math. Come on now. They
one-
put 8 in the box.
one-on-one.
How many people on the field?
One-on-one. Lay 'em.
One-on-one?
Lay 'em.
Oh, okay. go ahead.
One-on-one.
I just want, no problem.
Hey, and they got their racer. I don't know who the DB is on that side, but they got a racer. They ain't gonna be like this. They talking
On Dez?
They talked to Janoris Jenkins. Jack Rabbit gave him the blueprint.
You know, I do like that kid, little off target here, but that kid for Green Bay, that Ladarius Gunter, was on Odell. He took Odell most of the game. I thought he did a really nice job. He's come from, played at the U.
Listen, man.
Undrafted free agent.
Odell
But-
was
Odell
was
did-
his defending
Oh, I know,
himself.
he was.
He was defending
He
himself.
had defeated himself before the game. I
Yes.
agree. But
Dez, all they gonna try to throw jump balls to Dez. He's not running no crisp routes. So.
No, he has the ability. So let's not go
So,
there.
so
okay?
now
Don't
all
try-
of a sudden he gonna run crisp routes in the playoffs.
The reason why Dez and I fell out was because my expectation, because I've seen him do it, and I expect him to do it all the time. Yes, he wasn't healthy during the season. Don't try to take part of my argument and use it against me. No, that's what I said.
That's what
that he's capable of doing it all the time. I've seen it, and I expect it all the time. Now he's healthy, and the bye week really
What's
helped.
the number one rule, CC, for any player to be good, to go to great, to go to legendary? Consistency. And what have you seen, CC? Not consistency.
But I expect him to be big in the playoffs. That's what I expect, especially with a 7-8 man box.
I expected to win the lottery last night. My number didn't get called. Go ahead, Skip.
Cris Carter, I greatly appreciate your expertise in siding with me on this issue because for weeks I have had to sit across from this man and hear about how historically great Aaron Rodgers is. And even the last 48 hours, I've heard so many national commentators and experts say you do not bet against the hot quarterback in the postseason. And this man is the hottest it's ever been.
Chicken leg and fried eggs.
22 touchdowns to 0 interceptions over his last 8
that
games.
good?
Cannot
Absolutely.
be hotter than this man is. But my team, the Dallas Cowboys, uniquely built to keep the hot quarterback off the field. And yet, the great irony of this conversation is that back on October 16th at Lambeau Field, they didn't need to keep him off the field. He actually beat himself in that game because the time of possession was almost dead even in that game. But Aaron Rodgers threw a pick, to Barry Church. He went to church that day. Aaron may do it again this time because he's a little befuddled sometime about that bend but don't break Cowboy defense.
And in the red zone, if the Cowboys can make him throw on schedule, especially without Jordy Nelson, they don't have a great rhythm passing game. They don't have a 1, 2, 3, bam, throw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, throw it. Cobb and the other receivers, they aren't as consistent as Jordy. So I look from the struggle with the spy defense that they utilized before having two people spy on Aaron.
Geronimo Allison. So you're pinning all your hopes on Geronimo Allison.
No, I like it because you remember when Jordy Nelson went out, Devontae Adams had 120 and a tub. Randall Cobb, Tex, 3 tubs.
Yeah.
All of those.
Jared Cook.
Look at Randall Cobb, how many plays he make on schedule compared to when Aaron is scrambling.
But that's their offense.
No, that's not their offense. That's Aaron Rodgers.
He said, if you
And there's a reason why they not open early.
I know.
Because why?
Did you?
Because they don't have a great group of receivers.
No. TJ Lang said, hey, we practice. Now, it's hard on us because we know sometime Aaron's going to hold the ball for 5, 6, 7 seconds. They practice doing all that stuff.
Won't the receivers practice getting open in 3? Because in that part of your job?
It is.
You seem to be Skip, like you talk about. He missing part of the analysis. He's skipping over it to be able to tell his story. Because the receivers don't get open on schedule. That's why he buys time.
And that's my argument. I've been saying this. These are the same receivers Aaron Rodgers had at the beginning of the year when they were 4-6 after 10 games. But Aaron Rodgers became pinpoint accurate. He became his historically great self. And now they're still not open. Go back and look at those throws that he made in Sunday's game. Those receivers are not open, but he's throwing the ball that only he's making plays that only he can make. And guess what, Skip? He got about 5 or 6 more of them plays on Sunday.
Do the Giants have a run game? No. No, they have no run game.
They got Eli, a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback that beat the greatest quarterback, your greatest quarterback ever.
They can only win a shootout because they can't control the football.
That's what we want to get in.
But again, Zeke the Freak from The Ohio State University, I'm going to tell you again, he loves the big national solo stage. He loved it in college. He embraced it like no running back I've ever seen in college. I'm talking about the big stage games, the 2 Michigan games, the semifinal against St. Nick's defense, and the national championship game at Jerry World.
And Big Ten championship. He started eating against Wisconsin.
He started eating.